study interior design online? This is one of the most asked questions here in the channel, so I thought that it would be a really good time to address it, because although I have been giving you some recommendations on what to look for when you are trying to find an interior design online program, I think you still want some concrete answers. And I have done a lot of research on this, and today I have some answers for you. In today's video, guys, I'm gonna talk about interior design online education, and I'm also gonna share with you some ways in which you can move forward with your interior design online studies. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. If you have been thinking about studying interior design online, but you are not sure whether that even exists or if it's even a good option for you, then you are probably not alone. However, there are some key concepts that you need to understand and to take into consideration before choosing any interior design online program. So that's what we are going to talk about today. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you probably already know that I am a firm believer on formal education. I even talked about this recently on my Instagram, and I addressed the importance of going to school for interior design, because I do think that going to school really prepares you and gives you the skills that you need to have to excel as a professional and as an interior designer. And it is true that interior design is an art, but it's also a science. So being able to merge these two together is really a skill that all interior designers need to learn. That is why it is highly encouraged to pursue a formal education in interior design, and really just to keep learning about the industry, because it is evolving every single day. For me, for example, every time that I get a chance to learn some new skill or to take a short course, I always take these opportunities. And in fact, I'm always looking for these opportunities. So for example, last year I completed a course on hand sketching. I also completed a course on Procreate and also on Photoshop. And this year I'm already looking into some other ways to really upscale my design career and just to have more skills that are going to help me as a designer. Guys, really the more skills that you have under your belt, the more opportunities that will come your way, and the more confident that you will feel when you are creating beautiful work as an interior designer. Now, although I've always opted for in-person education, I do understand that the world is changing so quickly, and the way that studies are being handled is also changing, with online studies becoming more popular every day. So I can definitely understand that many people nowadays prefer the online format, or even need the online format in the case that there aren't really any other options where they live. But I have to tell you that I have done research on online interior design programs, and I have been very skeptical about this type of programs, because after having completed my studies here in Vancouver at one of the best design schools in the city, I can easily tell what is a good program and what is not so good of a program. I can also identify what is an interior design program and what is an interior decoration program. And these two are two very different things. And if you are watching this channel, you are probably more interested, and you're probably leaning more towards interior design, because that's what I talk about in this channel, and interior design really encompasses the industry of design in a more comprehensive, and it is a more complete career. So that has been my number one concern when you guys are asking me about any recommendations, because if I'm going to take something myself or even recommend anything to you, I want to make sure that it's something great and that it's something that's really going to prepare you to become successful in this industry. So even though I have been disappointed by some of the programs that I see out there, I have not stopped researching about this. So I've really been looking into it a lot, and recently something very interesting happened. So here's the story. I was recently on a mission or a trip to learn more about interior design and architecture, and so I was traveling all over Europe. I was traveling for over a month. And there is one place that really exceeded my expectations, and that is Barcelona. And if you follow me on socials, you know this already because I was sharing so many pictures about Barcelona. I ended up staying there longer than I expected. So I was there for over a week just because I wanted to see so many different things in the city. Anyway, it was awesome, but that is not the craziest part. When I came back to Vancouver, the Barcelona School of Arts and Design, La Bassat, contacted me to tell me more about their online masters in interior design and hospitality. Now, I don't know if this was a coincidence or what it was, but if I were to be there, I would definitely go visit them. But I was already here back in Vancouver. But anyway, I started to do a lot of research on this school because, as you know, I am very skeptical about online programs. So I started to do some digging about this program and about this school, and I really wanted to know more, and I wanted to make sure that it was something that I would probably consider for myself, or something that I could recommend to you guys. So I want to share with you some of my findings, which helped me make a conclusion about this online masters for interior design and hospitality at La Bassat. The first thing that I found is that La Bassat is known for its founding online education format. It was developed in 2017 at the very early beginnings of online schooling in design. During this time, online formal education in design was not being delivered with high quality in most countries, which is why I was very skeptical about it. But I did find that La Bassat is a school that excels at teaching design since the beginning through this online format. The second thing that I found was that La Bassat is a design school, so they specialize in design. So all this means is that they do have all the resources and all the skills to teach everything design. And in fact, after 22 successful online programs in Spanish, La Bassat now launches their first online program in English, an online master's in interior design and hospitality. The third thing that I really liked about this program is that their classes are limited to 25 students. So this was exactly the case with my program when I studied interior design here in Vancouver. And guys, this really makes all the difference because you get more feedback, you get more support, you can talk to your professors. It is way more personalized, and I feel like the learning experience is way better this way. So throughout my digging and my research, I also realized that the teachers at La Bassat are actually active professionals. And again, this was the same for me when I was studying at BCIT here in Vancouver. So all of my teachers, they were actively working in the industry, and I cannot stress this enough, but this is a game changer because they actually know what's going on with the industry. If there are being any changes being made to the industry, they are updated with all of that. And again, this industry is changing so quickly. So having professors that are actually working as designers and as architects, as artists is super helpful because they are not only your teachers, but they are also your mentors. I remember when I finished my studies, I got this project here in Vancouver, and I ended up calling my teacher, who is an architect, because I had so many questions about this project. So again, my point is that having teachers that are actually working in the industry, as it is the case in La Bassat, is really crucial for your success. And last but not least, I want to share with you some advantages of this program that are worth mentioning. So the first thing is that it is very flexible. So you can study from anywhere in the world. So that's especially good for people who are not living in Barcelona, which is probably 99% of us. And also if you like to travel, or if you work from home, or if you're a digital nomad, so you can study from anywhere in the world. So this makes it really easy for you to fit your studies into your lifestyle. The second thing that really sold me out on this is that all the classes are scheduled and recorded. So scheduled means you still have to attend at certain time, at certain day of the week to be on class with your classmates and your teacher. However, if you are not able to make it to any class, the classes are being recorded and you can come back and watch the class, or even if you attended the class and you quite don't remember some things, you can always go back and watch the lessons. Now, this is a huge advantage because this is never an option for in-person education. And of course, the multicultural opportunities to connect with people from all over the world, literally. So having classmates that are from different cultures, from different backgrounds is also really great because it allows you to know from all those different cultures and see how design is reflected through their culture and just learn from them. So all those things that I just talked about would be non-negotiables for me if I were to choose any online program for interior design. And Labasat met all of those criteria, so that's really good, and that's why I would consider this as an option. So now I really want to talk about the program more in detail for those of you who are interested. So the principal of this master is Chiara Lusaro, a talented interior designer, co-founder and art director of Notus Studio based in Modena, Italy. You probably already know this, but Italy is the birthplace of design. So Chiara has all the background, the skills, the education to design this program. The online Masters of Interior Design and Hospitality lasts a total of 12 months and is made up of a total of 13 courses grouped in 5 modules. So it is quite extensive in trying to cover everything that you need to know about interior design. So that includes the fundamentals and the tools of interior design, color theory, history of design, interior projects with special focus on lighting and surfaces and materials research, retail, exhibition spaces, hospitality, and also office space design. It also covers residential interior design, interior styling, and photography through expert master classes, 3D visual and post-production, and last, the final project of the masters. So here are some examples from student work, so you can look at that just to have an idea of all the things that you will be able to do upon completion of this program. So really the final objective of this program is to bring the master's students all the tools, the resources, and the skills to bring their professionalism to everyday high-end spaces. Besides the practical aspects of interior design, this program will also emphasize the importance of comfort seeking, individual expression, social cohesion, identity creation, and modern communication. You will explore technical and cultural aspects of interior design, interior styling, photography, and study the connection between hospitality and architecture and delve that into 3D practices. By the end of the course, students will be able to create compelling digital images for magazines, for catalogs, for window displays, and commercial spaces, which speak volumes about the skills that they will gain. So that is the program, and really everything that I have mentioned about this school is exactly what I would look for when trying to find an interior design program with an online format. So you can use this as a reference. You can even apply to this school if you want, because I do think that this is a really great example of a great interior design online program. Now, another thing that really makes me trust in Labasat was that I was recently in Barcelona, and I am probably biased, but I have to tell you that interior design and architecture is on a whole different level in Barcelona. So that is why I really think and I really believe that this school has all the tools to teach everyone who is interested about this career: interior design, hospitality, commercial design, and really everything that encompasses this field. I hope that this video can help you make a better decision and an informed decision, because it is very important that you choose the right program, because it's really a determining factor for your success as a future interior designer. So after knowing about this school and really researching about them very much in detail, I can say that I can definitely recommend this one. So if you are interested, you can actually go to the link that is in the description of my video if you want to check them out. And with that, we end this video. And if I am ever going back to school, Labasat is definitely going to be on my list. And if you study there, then we might be classmates one day. If you have any questions, guys, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Did you know that you had to look for all these things when choosing an online interior design program? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.